So in this video I'm gonna show you how to absolutely destroy Regal Ancestor Spirit. Okay, we're gonna do Golden Vow, and we're gonna go through the mist after we drink the flask. We want full mana, we want Flask of Wondrous Physic, through the door, get heals ready. We're gonna summon Mimic. We don't really need him, but you'll see. You'll see what I mean. Why we don't need him. Oh, how dare you! How dare you! So that is it. We didn't indeed mimic, did we? So it's this is new game 5 by the way, so he has more health than he usually does. Now I'm gonna show you my build. So you could 2-hit him too. If this is not new game 5, you might not need 2 hits. You might be able to do it in 1 hit. Now, as you see, my health is draining, and there's a really good reason why my health is draining. Because of the flask that I used. So now I'm going to show you the build. So the build, here, the flask that I was talking about. Flask of Wondrous Physic, I have Flame Shrouding Cracked Tear and Blood Sucking Cracked Tear. So Flame Shrouding Cracked Tear boosts fire damage, and Blood Sucking Cracked Tear boosts all damage, but it drains your health. As you can see, still draining my health. Now, items. I use Blasphemous Blade plus 10. I'm power stance, but I only used one. Like, you can spam skill with one Blasphemous Blade. Then any seal to cast Golden Vow. I could probably cast Howl of Shabrir and then took him out in 1 hit. I'd hit him in 2. So, any seal, Blasphemous Blade plus 10. This is a DLC set. Every piece gives plus 4 damage bonus. All damage bonus, but it has really bad defense. So you can, if you have a heavy, don't have that one, you can put any heavy armor, Lionel's armor, Bulgoth armor, the best armor you can wear. This doesn't really matter. As you can see, that Character keeps draining my health, still draining. Now, talismans. Fire Scorpion Charm, increase fire damage. Radagon Sword Seal gives you plus 20 levels. So 5 Vigor, 5 Endurance, 5 Strength, and 5 Dexterity. Then you have Shard of Alexander boosts skill damage. And Talisman of Dread is DLC Talisman. It boosts potency of magma and is worked with this with Blasphemous Blades, Taker's Flame skill. So these are the weapons, the armor, the talismans, flask, and now we're gonna go to the character stats. So as I said, this is new game 5, so my level is 317. You want to go as high as you can into Fate and Vigor, because this weapon's skill damage scales with Fate, so the more you have, the better it is. Then Vigor, because the skill restores a percentage of your total health, so the more Vigor you have, the more health it restores. Then put points into Endurance and Mind. Every hit with a skill costs 30 FP, and I believe that you get 5 points of FP per 1 point of Mind. So you do the math, how many hits do you want to do with the skill before you drink the flask. Then endurance you don't need much endurance, but when you use the skill, it does use endurance. You don't need endurance for armor or weapon, but you need endurance because it drains when using the skill. So it drains the mana and drains stamina if you keep spamming it. But in this fight, you only hit them twice, so you don't need that much endurance. Then if you're planning of actually using the sword, like manually hitting with it, put points into strength, because it scales better with strength than dex. As you see, C scales in C scale in dex and C in strength. But when you start adding points, you see that damage increases more when you add more points into strength. Then you don't need arcane, you don't need intelligence. Yeah, you go into fate, vigor, then endurance and mind. And then if you're planning of of actually hitting with a sword, put some points into strength. So this is the build. This is how it works. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments.